the premiership is now secured with Western United's win over Adelaide last week. I guess I'll first ask you, Rado, having come in as an interim to this side and then been promoted to the full-time position, just what emotions did you feel and are you feeling now that you've steered this team to a premiership?
It's been, look, emotions have been amazing, to be honored to coach this group of players and has been so successful. You're kind of thinking it may probably go down south, when you first come in, but we managed to get some good results. We managed to get some good wins. We managed to increase the points difference, on our opponents since I took over. We changed a lot of things, that we were working on. We changed a little bit the way we were training, so it was positives from my point of view, a lot of positives accumulating, day by day, and to win the premiership at the end of it, it just showed me that the old geezer has got something left in him, and can probably help these young players. So I was very pleased with that, and obviously very excited now for the next 6-7 weeks that lays ahead of us.
Because, Rado, you arrived at City, you and Dario left Wellington, you arrived at Melbourne City. Since then, you've gone on you've led the academy, you've led the women's side to a championship, now you've led the men's side to a premiership. Did you envision all of this happening when you first left Wellington and landed in, at the time, Bundoora?
No. Look, when I first came to Bundoora, it was as a dual role. I think you remember back then we had 12 games in then W League, A-League, Liberty League now. So majority of my job was with the academy. And a lot of things, I was privileged enough to have 2 trips to Manchester, to see how they operate over there, to talk to the coaches, to talk to the educators, to talk to, head of the coaching. We were privileged to have some people from England coming to Australia and share their view and share their knowledge. So, from educational point of view, it was very important for me to cement my ideas, how things should be done, and try to implement them into the academy, and then obviously try to implement them with women's team. But now, I had opportunity to transfer that knowledge to the men's team, and as I said, we changed a few things around, and it was quite, results were there, so it's working. I think players were quite happy with the slight changes, so I am very pleased, as I said, with results. More about that type of education that we are trying to install in the players than anything else.
With the changes that you've implemented in this learning curve for the players, do you feel like you're getting better with each passing week as the players just learn that little 1% more about what you want from them each week?
Yes. So a big thing, for me was to provide them with individual responsibility, accountability on the field, and to allow them to express themselves, allow them to make their own decisions. So we came up with the principles, and then the players had to apply those principles the way they see them fit. And it's still, a learning process. We are still daily trying to improve their leadership, improve their respect, throughout the meetings, on the field. So, are we there yet? Probably not. I'm going to work hard to try to get those as high as we can. But I think everything is much easier when you have good results, or when you're on the top of the table, when you're winning trophies. Then people can start believing in that more and more, and you don't have to twist someone's arm to try to implement those things. So at the moment, it's very positive, and as I said, hopefully it can continue into the finals and then for the next season as well.
Well, even before you got finals, you got a couple more games of the regular season to go, starting with this weekend against Western United. And looking at the team sheets, a couple of big ins for your side, Matt Leckie and Richard van der Ven back in. How many minutes can they play? Can they go a full 90 if needed, or do you need to manage them back into the squad?
Yeah, we still need to manage them, because obviously we need to look at what happened on Saturday. Maybe they could have played 10-15 minutes in Gosford, but we decided to train them very, very hard. So they had like a almost 90-minute hard training session, the hardest training session so far. So instead of putting them just to play 10-15 minutes each, we put these 90 minutes in their legs from a training point of view. So that puts them in a better position this week. Obviously, players had couple nights of celebrations, so not sure how those two went. But now everyone is back on training, and we'll see how they go. They trained yesterday, so we'll see how they are this morning. They will train fully today, and then both of them will play. How much? I can't tell you right now, but both of them will play at some point tomorrow.
You're about getting better each and every week. Just how big of an addition is it to have Matt Leckie and Richard van der Ven coming back into the squad?
Oh, look, they provided so much attacking power for us. We missed them. We missed their creativity. We missed Richard's forward runs, constant forward runs. We missed Leckie's calmness on the ball, combination play with that left-hand side. When you take Richard and Leckie from the left-hand side, sometimes you may not have that cohesion of movement, of penetration, and creation of the goal scoring opportunities, scoring goals. Both of them have scored significant amount of goals for us. One thing that maybe helped in them being away was Bossy. So he had to step up, and he did that. He contributed on that left-hand side really well for us in the last few weeks. So I think he's going to be licking his lips to see those two coming back and playing on his side and start or restart that evolution of that left-hand side for us.
Looking at the 9 teams, you didn't have anybody other than long-term injuries listed as out. Is everybody else, from what you've seen on the track, ready to go?
Yeah, everyone is ready to go. We may decide to rest few players. We'll see how they pull up today. There are a little bit of niggling injuries, so maybe this is the only opportunity that we have to look after them and get them to the level where we would like them to be. After that, we got Western Sydney that we are looking to play the best possible players that we can. Still keeping in mind Leckie and Richard needs to be looked after. And then obviously we got 1 week off, and we still don't know obviously who we are playing against and where that game will be played. So we got a little bit of time up our sleeve, so we're trying to be as smart as we can with nigglings and with giving some people more game time that maybe didn't play in past, and get everyone ready for the finals.
Because I was going to ask, are you wary of that, given that you're trying to manage these boys and get them ready for the finals? Meanwhile, Western United have to win this game, and they're a big physical side that are in a desperate situation like this. They're going to throw their bodies around and throw their weight around even more. Is that something you need to keep in mind as a coach?
I'm looking forward to it, because obviously this is how the finals will be. we know that we're going to play our first game away, and whoever we play away will throw everything at us, will try to press us, will be very aggressive, will defend in numbers, will play counter-attacking football. So I am looking forward to this game, and to see how we can contain them, how we can manage the game, and how we can overcome that situation, because that is what is going to happen in the finals. And keeping in mind that the grand final, if we make the grand final, will not be at Amy Park. So out of 3, if we manage to play 3 games in the final series, 2 will be away. So we need to have everyone 100% ready mentally, with a positive mindset, full of energy and keen to perform and run themselves into the ground.